Yes. I was on a biz call, and 16 minutes later than anticipated.
And we didn't do our pre-kiss.
Sweet 16. We didn't do the 420 kiss, so we're going to have to show you.
You were using your mouth for something else.
I was on the phone.
That's something else.
Something else. Talking about something else. People, places, things. That's what life is. People, places, and things. And
chocolate.
So Robert wants to...
our shed gets a lot of airtime. Here. It's like, in this position, it's been like in every shot.
So if we had a guest that lives in the shed,
it would be funny if like someone just comes out.
Just pop out and say, hi. I love people
You know what?
that
That's a good idea. Maybe you'll introduce me.
Well, I thought,
from
what's
the
his
shed.
name? Didn't Jeff Friedman say that he wanted to...
Oh, he wanted to sneak into the backyard.
Didn't he say he wanted to sneak in?
We have the kids playing. There's some kids playing in the other backyard there. So if they appear, they're not ours.
They're not ours. Because
it's the other yard.
No kids are home at our house.
And if our kids were home, one of the kids would be laying in bed. For sure. We know that. For sure.
That has nothing to do with anything.
So you're not getting any... I mean, people are coming on, but you're not seeing any
it's weird.
stuff on your screen.
Why is that?
Facebook's been kind of funky with live video the last...
Here's your shy.
Coming up couple of days. So that could be a little bit of an issue.
So Robert said, I'm choosing the topic today. And I said, okay. And
really what's most surprising is that I thought of this topic the other day. And what's most surprising is that I remembered what the topic was for today. Because typically I don't know what it is. Maybe like there's supposed to be some sort of piece of cardboard or something that's inside that stops the idea from leaving your head. Like it comes in and it hits this thing and doesn't leave your head because the ideas come in so quick.
Our brains are computers, and there's a lot going on.
I guess I should just make a note of it or like a voice memo.
So I think I don't know if Tim Ryan watches, but I would like to dedicate.
You know what?
My top today to
which I like
Tim Ryan.
A lot.
Well,
accentuate your curves.
Thank you, honey. It's an oldie, like me again, and thanks. And my Tom shoes say "Let Love Rule," which again surrounded by love from the people and the things that I love, and a lot of what I surround myself with in real life with him and my family, but I also love the things.
You refer to that as real life?
What? What's real life? This is real life.
It is real.
You're real life.
I know.
I mean, this is real life, right?
Kidding.
So, and the reason, just so everyone knows, the reason I'm doing a shout out to Tim is because he loves Hard Rock Cafe.
Right.
And
I don't know if people can see.
And this is the one from Philadelphia.
I don't know if people can see your shirt from where you're sitting.
Okay, I'll go up a little higher. Okay. So there you go, Hard Rock Cafe, Philadelphia. We used to buy some. Well, he has an amazing collection of pins. So,
Pins
and that's on his
glasses.
walls. Wait a
And
second.
glasses.
Wait. So talking
glasses.
about that's on his walls.
So right. So we're getting right into that.
Yeah, we're gonna get right into it because I have to tell you. I mean, I don't know if we first met if you had anything really on your walls that I can even think of, other than maybe your college diploma.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
What? Go ahead. It's your
No,
topic.
I don't know.
Go ahead.
My college diploma was hanging above the toilet.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, so that everyone got to see it.
Well, I didn't see it, so apparently that's not where it was hanging.
No, I always thought about that, though, hanging above the toilet, but I didn't.
Well, in our house, if you've ever, those of you who have been in my house will know that when it comes to the walls in our house, they're pretty much decorated.
Filled.
Right. So there were shelves, but whether you talk about
right.
shelves or walls, we have a lot of stuff on our walls.
Right.
And
mostly
it's wall art.
Well, no.
It's personal.
It's not mostly wall art. It's our visual areas. Okay, and I'm gonna count like the tops of furniture as wall space as well.
Okay.
That's kind of in your
didn't, but
that's kind of in your purview, right?
Is that a word?
our or view, I don't know what the per part is. It just sounded better than just plain old. In your view, in your line of sight, right? We have probably, conservatively, and it may sound ridiculous when I say this, but I'm going to say we probably have close to 1,000 photographs on display in our house, if I had to count. You don't think so? How many do you think? Way more than 200.
Well, are you talking about like
Every
collage
photograph.
frames? You're talking about a collage frame,
No,
or
I
are you
didn't.
considering that as
No,
one?
I'm going to say
No.
individual photographs. How many do you think
No.
are in our house?
You're incorrect, because really the main places that there are photographs.
I'm gonna have. I didn't want to do this, but
Oh.
I'm gonna have to do it.
He's wrong.
I'm gonna count how many
Okay, he's wrong.
photographs.
Anyways, it doesn't matter. The point is that we, first of all,
There could be 50 in one room.
we take an extraordinary amount of photographs, and what happened was, because now everything is digital, it wasn't.
So
Hey,
all right,
Tara.
So this was prompted. Let me talk. This is my.
Okay, fine.
This was prompted by the fact that I have been in a lot of people's homes over the course of my career as a videographer, mostly in like talking to them about having video for their special event, right? Documenting something important. And a lot of my colleagues would not like, hi Deborah, would not like having to go to people's houses or apartments to sell their services, okay? For a myriad of reasons. But I found it to be an advantage, because going into someone's home to sell them services to document something important in their lives, personally important to them, being in their home gives you a tremendous amount of insight into who they are. Okay, now I'm not talking about if they have expensive appliances or big TVs or fancy.
Although that is a tell.
Although that is a tell for a different reason.
Right.
Right? Because I always used to watch when they would come to my office, I would look out the window to see what kind of car they pulled up in. Because if someone's gonna, complain about not being able to afford my services and they come up in a brand new, European vehicle, there's something not matching up there. Anyway, I digress. But being in someone's home, when it comes to you getting a handle on how important memories are to them, right? Being in their home says a lot. Okay.
But I will tell you, the people that I've met that don't have that,
You're forgiven, Deborah. I just worry about you when you don't show up. And we came on late today.
By the way.
So you didn't miss much.
we came on at 4:36, 16 minutes late. I looked at my watch at that time.
I would have to get my fingers out to calculate.
So I'm just playing devil's advocate here, because I think that there are people that don't necessarily, that still love their family. I think there's definitely something. There is a difference to someone who does have surrounded by photos of their family versus, like, you go on Nancy Diner's house, right? And she's a lover of photography like we are.
Yes.
Right?
But listen,
And
there is a place in which tells the whole story of a family when you go into their home.
Hey,
It
Jen,
tells the whole
nice seeing you
story
yesterday.
of the family. There's a particular room in the house that tells the
What's
whole
that?
story of the family.
Hi, Suzanne. and Hi, Lorraine. And that room is...
Can you guess?
I think it's the den.
Nope.
You said the bedroom. It's not the bathroom.
Nope.
It's as soon as you walk in. The... What?
It's the kitchen.
We don't have photos in the kitchen.
It's the kitchen.
There's one photo of you
It's
and
the
Emerald
kitchen.
Lagasse
It's
with
the kitchen. The kitchen tells the story of the family.
Lindsay
The
with Emerald Lagasse.
refrigerator, especially, tells the story of the family. If you don't have, okay, we have pictures
This has
all
nothing
over the
to
house.
do
We
with
have
what
pictures.
you-
We have pictures all over the house. Okay, if someone doesn't have pictures around their house, and they don't have pictures on their refrigerator or in the kitchen,
Oh, we do have photos on the refrigerator,
Then-
but not everyone has
then
the. Not everyone has a magnetic
well,
side.
we did the side, but somewhere
Not
in the
everyone
kitchen,
has
a
that.
bulletin board
But we
somewhere
have shelves,
in the
yeah.
kitchen
We do have
is a
photographs. I'm sorry.
reflection
You're
of
right.
what's going on in people's
We have photos
lives.
on the shelves in between the dining room and the kitchen. Yeah. But
The
the thing is,
kitchen
what I also
is-
have, kitchen. Deborah guessed
yeah,
right.
Deborah guessed right.
Okay.
So
Because it was on delay, you
Right.
said, right? So she didn't
yes,
hear you say that.
No. So
Okay. I don't
right?
agree.
So
I
that's
think
the
dead.
last. That's the
But-
last resort. You have pictures in the bathroom, dear.
I do. Don't dear me.
In the bathroom.
I have a little picture of the kids.
You have pictures in the bathroom.
I have wall art. There's one. This is the cutest picture. I love it. My parents gave it to me. It's I don't know if it was theirs or they gave it to us. And it's this little baby on like a potty, and it says efforts. Okay, so that's what you look at, not your diploma above our
Okay.
toilette.
So, having
Why
said
don't you
that,
say what's really no? But come on,
Having said that-
I just want to talk about a few other things, okay? Because he's mostly talking about photos. I am
Yeah.
talking also about the expression of personality.
yeah, but
I
here,
have some marriage
hang on
things.
A second.
I
hang
have
on
the
a
Ben and
second.
Jerry's ice cream.
Hang on a second.
I've got food labels.
Hang on a
I got
second.
signs. Hey,
Hang
Peter.
on. Hang on.
Nice
hang
seeing
on,
you yesterday.
Hang on.
Yes.
Okay. You have to roll the clock back 15 years, right, to the days of
Prince.
in more than 15 years, really, 20 years,
Of Prince.
right? The end of the weekend. It was basically every
You
Monday.
can develop the film.
Okay. I got 2 rolls of film to go over to Walgreens.
And I always made doubles of
Double
everything.
prints of
doubles of everything. Of everything.
right?
And sometimes more.
Because one print went into the album and the other print went into whatever
frame.
she was
Wait,
going
a frame.
to cut up
And
and
then-
put it up on the wall
and
or
then
make it a
also-
part of something else
or
give it
sent
to the
to the
person.
grandparents.
Right.
Or to the person. Right.
In
there
a
was
frame.
very
You
often.
never sent the picture
I
by
did.
itself.
I did.
You sent it in a frame ready
very,
to display.
Very often. Sometimes they were just
So-
prints. But, when it came to
so,
grandkids. But-
so,
the main reason you wanted to talk about this
right.
is
So with
what will the walls of the
number
future
one,
look like?
with number one, right? Your local Walgreens no longer has the ability to develop film, right? Because nobody locally, no,
Oh,
it
you're
has to be
right.
sent out.
You're right,
Okay.
right,
But
right.
they do have in most Walgreens, CVS, that kind of thing. Costco, the ability to print your digital images, right? But more than likely, the images that you share will be digital images. They'll appear right
Instantly.
on the phone in front of you or the iPad.
And Facebook.
Or you might have it as
Facebook's the photo album
right,
of
hey,
the
Steve.
future.
Right. Or you might have it as your screensaver, right? Quite often. I mean, I always recommend set your screen. I don't know if people know this, but in your screensaver settings on your computer, right? You can go in and you can have your screensaver be a gallery. So you point it to a directory
Like
with
Google
images
Photos
in it.
or whatever, right?
Okay. And when your computer goes to sleep and your screensaver comes on, your computer screen, your laptop screen, whatever it is, becomes your digital photo album. And it would just play your photographs, right? But so I did a Through My Eyes video about 2 months ago where I got to go to someone's home who has a terminal illness. This woman is in her 30s with one child and a partner, a spouse, okay? And so they're in their 30s. Their child, I think, was about 8 or 9, maybe, okay? There was not a single photograph to be seen. And what I don't like to snoop, I don't snoop around or anything, but when I'm in a space, especially I'm recording a video legacy, someone's life story, right? And they're talking about people in their life who I've never met. I look around the house. I'd like to see, she's talking about her mother. I want to look around and see if I see a picture of her mother or her husband or her child. So that
Not
I
one
can get a
photo?
sense, not one image. I couldn't,
Wow.
so from where I stood, I could look
Goddamn
into the,
bugs.
so I was in the living room, so I could look into
Wow.
the dining room. I even walked past the kitchen for that last spot where something will be the refrigerator, and there wasn't anything
Not
in the
one
kitchen
photo on
either.
there. Wow. How old was the child?
About 7 or 8.
And-
And between 5 and 8.
And no children's art anywhere?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing reflective of
Life. Of her life.
Right.
Of her life. Because when I look at, when I talk about being surrounded by people, places, things, number one, first and foremost, anyone, oh, that's so nice, Deborah, is that like my favorite photo, and I have a lot of favorite photos of you and me, a lot.
We have to be really, I mean, maybe we'll dedicate time.
I told you I'm not.
No, not to put up, but I want all those albums you have.
Yeah, you're scanning
How
them
do we
when?
scan 'em?
Yeah, when?
No,
When
but
are you
if we put
doing
them
that,
in a
Robert?
stack, I could put it
Okay.
into the feeder. It'll scan in the
Okay.
feeder.
So, anyways, we do have so many albums. When he
Not
was
a million.
shooting,
We probably have 1,000,000 photographs.
but you, when you used to work on the weekends primarily with, covering events, documenting events,
Right.
I would be sitting on the bed. The babies were at home; they were little, and I would put them in the albums. And I'd buy those albums where you just slip them in 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Because the old albums, by the way, the sticky stuff doesn't stick anymore. That's how old they are. And the albums that had the magnet, the pages. But my favorite photo, like of all time, is our children's portrait that's in our dining room that I stare at because that's where my office is. And it is my favorite photo. But it's interesting because I have my grandmother's baby picture in a beautiful oval frame. And I'm like, I love it. I do love it. But like, I don't really want it. I mean, I'm really trying to downsize with all of the pictures. And I put a lot away already.
Right. And so Holly and I
So
have
ask
had
my
this
father.
discussion because I have a fondness
He wants
for
it.
these
Yes, my
photographs,
father is going
right?
to take it. It's his mother.
So,
What?
of
I
the
just wanted to
photographs that we
finish
have in
that
the house.
story.
So I'm going to, because Holly has said to me that,
We're not gonna have
it's
as
not
many.
going to be like this. Not going to be like this. But I'm going to make a prediction. Okay.
That it's going to be like this.
That in the live video that we're going to do, celebrating the 1-year anniversary of our new home, wherever that may be. Okay.
Whenever that may be.
Well, it's going to be soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
The walls will be adorned.
With something.
The space will be adorned
Just differently.
with photographs
All I'm saying,
and with
Robert,
wall
it's
art.
going to be different.
But-
Meaning,
but-
when you go in our kitchen,
but the
I don't
question-
want the kitchen wall. I
but
don't
the
want a whole wall
question-
full
The
of.
question that begs to be asked is,
Yes.
will the walls of our children's
Uh huh.
homes
Yes.
be empty?
Well, Lindsay's will not. So
She's an artist,
No, and she also
and she comes from a home
she
that
made
was
photo
filled
books.
with photographs.
That-
and she
Okay.
does it.
Now
and she
Alex
prints
is
it.
Alex.
But
We
I
don't
would
know.
think for the
well, Alex had photos too. No, Alex had.
But if you think about it now,
Alex
right?
had.
If you look at
With
all
products.
of the, if you look
And my
at,
mother and father
if
did.
you look at all of the dropping my kid off at college photographs, and you look at the dorm photographs,
There's photos.
on the wall.
Not of the people. Again, the
Usually
people
the
we know.
girls. A lot of the girls have
Yes.
photos
Well,
on
you know
the,
what the
but
guys
both
have?
of our kids.
A lot of the guys have a lot of sports memorabilia.
Yeah,
Let me tell
no,
you
no, no,
something.
But
There's still something that's based
both
on
of
interest.
our children
Have
had, and I think you made for them actually. Didn't you make them like a collage
collages.
to
Well,
bring
that
to school?
no,
You made something with a couple of photographs of the family or whatever. I remember.
I don't know.
Lindsay
It's
had
like-
it printed, I think, on a
By the
poster.
way,
kind of thing.
Lindsay had a ton of photographs that she brought. I mean, at Montclair State.
Well, Lindsay has a fondness for making the photo
She
books.
makes photo books,
Which
Well,
is
well, first of
also-
all, I wish all of our
And-
books
Right.
was a photo
and
book.
I think that counts, too.
But-
I think that counts. Like if you, let's say you're not
Well, that's
adorning your
coffee
work, but
table.
you have...
The coffee table
your pho-
books that you
there's
can look at.
something- Listen, I think
I love
the
it.
average 10-year-old has never held a printed photograph.
You're probably
bet
right.
you.
But think about this: like when Martine's
Never held a physically
Robert.
printed
So
photograph.
listen to this.
At
Also,
what age? Where's the cutoff today? Has the average 5-year-old? No. Has the average 7-year-old held a physical
No,
photograph?
when, you know.
Printed?
Like you would say, oh, well, oh, wait,
No,
wait, in
I don't know.
school. Wait a second. So the thing is, with the school projects, they're going to have to print some of those. They're making copies, probably.
The information that I see in the education boards and the Livingston other boards
Yeah.
is that the kids they don't even write reports anymore.
Okay.
Everything
So-
is submitted via keyboard from a very early age.
Well, I
think.
have a lot of books that they put
And
together.
I don't, and I think that's
That's
great.
nice.
Well, it's good and bad in a way because, what is the
then
need?
you don't need the things. Then
Well,
how
you don't
many
need the things. Plus, imagine how difficult
It's
it is for
creativity.
teachers to grade an essay handwritten by a kid.
Oh no! I'm not talking about
You
that.
know?
I'm talking about the projects. Okay, because Lindsay actually Just we were going through some that you're getting rid of.
Stuff.
No, but
you
there
know,
are projects that you put the photos in. So they would say, send in photos, right, of your child. Even think about it for the yearbook. They asked for prints. They asked for prints to put in the yearbook of like as a baby, so they could figure out, who is this?
But not physical prints.
Yep.
They're taking.
We I don't know now. Now,
I mean, there used to be a time when I used to do
digital.
the montages
Now
for
digital.
clients, right? Where I would charge a premium if I was
To scan
scanning
the
photographs.
photos. Now you get them digitally.
Now you do a bar mitzvah or even a wedding for someone.
Yep.
You're not scanning.
Yeah, but some of the photos, you see, a lot of our photos, we would have.
We'd have to. Well,
to.
we've done it over the years for the montages.
But I think about listen, your walls, your dressers, your shelves,
Hey, Michael.
your.
Good to see you yesterday too.
Yes. It was a
He's
beautiful
becoming
event.
quite the prolific
Oh, he's-
social media poster.
Yeah. Yes, Councilman Michael Vieira. So talking about that, even in my backyard, I even remember going to garden shops, Robert, okay? Because even my outside walls, the walls of our
Yes,
home,
yes.
okay? I have two gorgeous, like those, I really like.
And you know what the
but I'm probably gonna sell
funny
'em.
thing is, I would know when Holly was either out shopping for it or like she would have a flurry of printed photographs and frames, because like there would be like periods of an hour, 90 minutes of hammering. Right, her hammering nails around the house to hang the photographs. It would go on for an hour.
Okay, Robert, that was a
Or
long
more.
time. I haven't done that in a long time.
But
And-
I would.
And I haven't, by the way, I haven't put many new photographs, okay, out in a long time because it's digital, because we don't make prints, you know.
Right.
And I don't really necessarily want it. So I think that when we move, the walls are still going to be warm, okay, and they're going. I believe in surrounding yourself with the who and what you love, and I first care about photographs, and I really truly believe that everybody should exhibit that. If you're going to have people over your house, it's not for them, it's for you, but it is an expression of yourself. So that's first and foremost. Robert obviously expressed to me that, you know, he loves it, and that makes me happy that he loves being surrounded by all the stuff that's on my
I'll
walls.
walk around and I'll see photographs like, where did that come from? And it's been there for
Well,
years.
it sparks memories. I mean, what about
Oh,
the photo
yeah.
shoot that we did
Well,
with
it's also
that we
it's
did
helpful.
with Phil?
It's helpful on birthdays and stuff, because I just go around the house and I grab
He does.
photos that I love.
He does.
You know, through the years.
But we haven't had a lot of the new ones. Like, you know, I sometimes I'm searching for a photo because they're digital, which really stinks. Like, look how Mark the other night was trying to look for a photo from Delaware to show you.
Well,
right?
he was looking for an album.
He was looking for a particular album.
Yeah.
But again, if we all were more organized with our photos, like Martha is, you know, like by month, by year, like, and to really know the special occasions that may have happened, you know, like our kids born bat mitzvahs, or, you know, things with confirmation or graduations, you know, which were important for us too. My Sweet 16, the photos are like so not great, the prints, you know, then. But
That's why we have to scan them.
but also talking about keeping an album out, because the thing is, like, when we went to Maurteen's mother's shiva, you know, Maurteen had her wedding album out, and I took a photo. I don't even know if I remember seeing the album. I probably never did. Someone
Well,
makes
why
an
would
album.
You? I mean, you know, then you'd have. I mean, nowadays.
But it was so
you know,
great to
you
look
put
through.
up every photograph on social.
On social.
Or you'd have a page.
You have
for it.
albums
You have a
and
page.
right,
your
you
wedding
could share
page,
it, or on your website, right?
Right, your
right?
wedding
You could
website.
put the photos on the
sure.
website.
You have
I
the
mean,
album, the wedding
right?
album, the engagement album. You know.
But when I looked at
everything
this,
would be there.
it was really like I looked at the album. Number one, it was like a throwback, right? It was a flashback in time. I was able to reminisce about that, and I remembered. And here it was. It was like I'm looking at the younger me, and it was kind of cool. But there are other photos that I have through the years. I've been to Club Med, with Stacy, and
But now the
it's
the
social
photo
media.
album
It's
is
so-
your
it's
stream,
social media.
is your, you know.
It's Instagram, Pinterest, and most important, I think Facebook is.
Yeah,
big.
I mean,
although
think
Instagram
about,
is a
you know,
lot.
we jumped in to the social media stream as adults, right?
Yeah.
You know, think about a child that grows up, a digital native that grows up on Facebook.
Wait a second.
Their whole life is, you know, providing that it doesn't go away.
What about the photo
You
that I
know,
shared? My first Facebook photo
I just hope
was
people
Robert and Nola.
update their
Robert,
yeah.
Nola. I mean, it was like I can't even believe that was the first photo that was on. You probably did it and tagged me, you know, with the very beginning of that. But the other thing is,
What year was that? That had to be no, I reposted that. The original photograph is from is from the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
I
I don't know.
posted
It's
that.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a photo of a photo? Yeah.
Yeah. I probably posted.
Really?
That. Sure.
Okay. So the
That was
other
from
thing
the
is
90s.
I think that like when we
Yeah,
were
because
Ben
that
and
would
Jerry's.
be Forever Group.
I don't
Forever
know
Group
about
was
that.
not in New Orleans.
and I still didn't change it. I thought it was Jeff, and I never changed that tag.
Steve,
It's on it.
to Steve Areco.
I got to change
Steve,
that
yeah.
actually. But those are the little things that irk me, and I got a lot of little things that irk me. But
So we should wrap this.
no. But I have to say, just continue to adorn your spaces with things that make you happy. And I think that
Adorn
is-
your spaces with happy faces.
Adorn your spaces with happy faces. I like that because I have, a photo of when I was little, my brother that I love. It was a moment in time, and I love it. And I have a photo of my parents' wedding.
And you know what? I would have to say
And I love that photo,
that
no matter what.
photographs of your brother much better. No, I'm not gonna say.
Okay. But I have what is it, the Ben and Jerry's? I still think is like one of my most favorite things that are up in the wall.
Oh, we were at a Ben and Jerry's once where they were clearing out the signs that they list the flavors.
So we bought like 20 of them, and they're hanging.
So
in
we
my
bought.
kitchen.
They were selling them for $1 a piece, and they're on
They're in a
Velcro.
basket.
And we bought like a dozen, maybe more.
Yeah, something like that. And they're up on the wall.
Wavy
All the
Gravy
flavors.
and Cherry Garcia, and we put it up on the wall.
On Velcro.
On
But you know what?
Velcro.
But the other thing is,
We're not getting rid of that.
no, that we can keep. But although if Lindsay was thinking she wants it, but then.
Well, I'll give her half of the flavors.
But you know something? My mother bought me, like I have a lot of other things, like Quit Your Belly Aching that we bought in Chester. Then I've got Simplify, and we're going to be doing a video tour of the house, and perhaps we'll share it with you. But then I have one, my mother got, Good Morning, Let the Stress Begin. So therefore, and you know what? There were times that like, I don't know, like the one thing we framed, like Care Jeff, when we had our Labor Day event, however many years ago.
That's
I mean,
one of a
but I
kind.
asked him, I
That's
said,
one
can
of a
I
kind
have
art.
that? And I want to frame it. And I'm like, it is to me that I love.
Well, he gave us a gift. He framed it. Madden framed it. You talking about the Labor Day party?
He mattered and framed it?
Yeah, he gave us a beautiful.
Yeah, he mattered
framed-
and framed it. That's right. I'm sorry. Goodness. It's just so beautiful, right? And so I think that some people might like to do that. Some people may not like to do that. I have menus. I have a menu from Grossinger's, from the Catskills. I always love collecting menus.
Used to abscond with that.
I have another wall art, like with all these
You had the
corks in it.
serendipity menu.
Oh, right, and colored it in.
Oh, was it black and white?
Oh,
Who
actually,
colored it?
Stacy. Stacy colored it in
had to.
and framed it, I think. Or did I frame it? She may have colored it in, and then I may have framed
Was
it.
it framed?
No,
Where
it
is
was
it?
on Lindsay's wall. It was on Lindsay's wall. So I don't know if she took it or it's in a box somewhere to be sold.
I think artists,
Or give- no, I
you
won't
know,
sell it.
and artists will be inclined to have their art on display or others' art on display.
I've
But
had
I think,
Stacy's art and Lindsay's
I
art
think
on display.
Walls are made not just to hold up the doors. I think they're designed to be adorned. And I have to say, in conclusion of this topic, and we got just a couple of quick
Hi,
other
Lauren.
things. I'll never forget, I was in a home once for a wedding, and I'm not sure if it was day of the wedding and we were there shooting, or if I was there to meet with them ahead of the wedding, and I think this was one of the mainline Philadelphia weddings, and I'll never forget, I was on the second floor, I believe, where the bedrooms were. And adorning the walls were these larger than life, almost floor to ceiling, oil paintings of the family members in these classic poses. You know, the mother sitting in a chair and the children standing around her. And this is an oil painting, a floor-to-ceiling oil painting of the families. And
Like
it was
royalty.
up and down this hallway throughout this whole area, And these are obviously commissioned, oil paintings from artists. And I was just like, it was you gasp at the grandeur of these things and the enormity of them. But that, there was a point in time where I would imagine you had to be fairly wealthy to be able to afford these kind of things.
And there are people that do
But
that.
that's what people did, right? Before the photograph,
Yeah.
right? You had the painting.
But there are still people, like, people do that for their pets. Like some beautiful pet
There was
portraits.
pets. We just saw recently oil paintings of homes, right? You can get an oil painting of your home.
Oh, right.
You
We
know?
saw that at Berkshire Hathaway when we went to the
Right,
opening
right,
with
right,
Lenny.
right.
Talk about, and Lenny's
Yeah.
an artist, and he had all
Yeah.
of his art up.
Yeah.
Right. Right. No, that was phenomenal. Beautiful
so,
gift.
Hey, Billy. So,
I didn't
it
get to
was
say hello to you
pretty-
yesterday,
I
but
saw
he was
Billy.
there.
I saw
Right,
him
he
for a
was-
second. I was going
know.
one way. He was going the other.
I know.
We waved.
I know.
But so I mean, that was just like, oh my gosh. That
So,
was,
would you say
so-
happy faces, places, spaces? Happy faces?
Spaces adorned with
The
happy
faces, faces and places,
Right.
and whatever makes you happy.
So I think my advice would be, if you have some images of your family or places that you love, get them off the phone, get them onto your wall, or get them in a frame and put them out. And I think if you're looking to give someone a gift, no one gives framed photographs anymore. So that's like, you hit a home run with that.
Yeah, it's just like sending
And it
someone a
brings it to
card.
life, and it's
Do
it's
something.
out there.
Most
and some
people-
families have these digital frames, right?
Yeah.
That you
Yeah,
put out
yeah,
and
yeah.
see the pictures.
It's okay.
I guess that's
okay.
Listen, any place that you can get the images, I think but screensavers certainly. Your TVs have it now, right? Any of your like the Fire Stick or the Google Chrome.
Oh wait, I got to say one of my
and
favorite
all.
things on the walls is what Martha gave us for our 100th birthday.
Oh, for the Avon by the Sea.
Talk about personal and thoughtful and like on the money when it comes to gift giving. For Robin and I, got us an amazing, I don't even think this guy does it anymore, this beautiful wall art of the Avon by the Sea beach badge. It's an oversized,
Right,
like
a
a
wood,
think big
a wood replica of the seasonal
pass.
pass.
And it's customized. So it's kind of cool,
Yeah, that will
That
never
will
get rid of.
right, and that will always be on the wall.
Correct.
It will
Correct.
be, because that'll always
Correct.
make us think about all the happy times we had at
Yes.
Avon by the Sea or at the beach at large, but
Correct.
mostly at that beach.
Correct.
So happy. Enjoy the rest of the day, and we will see you very soon.
Yeah, but we have a couple of other things
Oh, well,
in which to speak about.
go ahead,
So
because it's...
the
you know what time it
mode,
is?
the mode
It's
has
5:09.
the mode has changed.
We're on a long time.
The mode has changed because we've got an event with tickets on sale
Now,
right now. And as we speak, there's a flash sale going on. I don't know how many tickets are left. I think at last count there were 15 left. We've got 20 for sale at $20 each. This is the lowest price that's going to be available for our event on 10/10. That's Thursday, October 10th.
while they last.
In Livingston, here at Studio 355 on Eisenhower Parkway. We love that space.
We'd love to see you.
And people love going there. Lots of parking, really convenient. We've got some surprises lined up for you that you haven't experienced before, because we always try and do that. And
Expect the unexpected.
expect the unexpected. So right now the flash sale's going on. Tickets are $20. After those 20 tickets are gone, you'll be in early bird mode. Okay, so they just go up $5. But hint, hint, there might be some coupon codes out there, so look for them. That will allow you to achieve a better price. But we're in event mode right now. We're 29 days away from our next Canna pop-up happening at Studio 355 in Livingston. So head on over to cannapopup.com and get your tickets. Is that it?
That's it.
Okay.
Bye.
See ya.